Oh, we got her live.
And Chad was just on camera.
Ha
Got him.
We got a wild Chad squad.
Finally got him.
What do you think? We do the top 10?
Let me
Pretty
on
tough,
through,
guys.
Mr. Klaus.
Come on through.
Kurt got ninth.
Oh.
Oh my god, I see me.
We got lots of BL2s.
BLTs.
BLTs.
Hi, Barney.
I'm
lot
hungry.
of BLTs.
Do you like
That's
one?
a hot item, man. I do.
Look what Fezzoland's got,
Got
everybody.
They got them. BLTs.
I hope that kicks off in
Yum, 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 yum.
10 Abane. I hope that this
Alright,
class
boys.
takes off and it's just a BLT class.
Probably will.
The name,
Oh, yeah.
you mean?
Yes,
Probably it will.
the BLTs.
It's the BLT. We can say it started here.
Hi, Brian. Brian.
Hey, y'all.
Mark, Brando, Kyle, and Aaron.
Skunk.
Wait, who are those people?
Skunk Boss is on already?
Oh, he's on all the
yeah.
time.
Really?
Yeah.
He never leaves. He just sits there on the channel, just chatting away with
he's
himself.
always, he's just every,
And Barney
yeah.
pops in.
I'd
Yeah.
give him a hey.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
I can't say what I really want to say. But,
Yeah, go for it.
give him a New England hello.
We got Phil Oswald.
BLTs are tasty.
Hi, guys, and Aaron. With an E.
Hi, Aaron.
Okay, Billy.
Aaron.
He's coming out this week at a race with me, I think.
He's coming out. Finally, he's coming out, huh?
He's coming
About time.
out. He's coming
Wow,
out.
about time. I knew him and Bick had something together.
Oh.
Oh.
Well then.
You heard it here. Probably
They
not.
are the hottest racing couple.
Is it?
Now when's the wedding?
Is-
You can do the best man speech. You've done those.
Oh, that would be good. I'll get.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
great. It just says LOL. All right. Well, who are we? Who are you? Who am I?
I don't
Who's
know.
If it
that?
wasn't for
You
me in
look
the
like-
beginning, you guys would be as famous as you are. Yes, you're right, Scott.
True. Who are you?
And Mark.
I don't know.
Mark's got to take some credit.
Who are you? Who's he? Who's that guy?
Who are you?
The other great
Mark from
gray-haired
the Oval
guy.
RC tonight, guys.
Oh, we got another.
back
we
on.
We have an
Bloodline.
invader.
Back on the bloodline. I race with these guys, love hanging out with these guys, so what the heck, back on the channel.
Do you?
Right?
I do.
Well,
Yeah,
that
I
was
do.
nice.
I have a good time racing you, Aaron, so that's always fun.
'Cause I
Oh
was
my.
busy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, that's
Wow.
all nice and stuff, but after what I just read, I kind of could. $20 to $20. Times are tough, and mouthwash is cheap.
Oh, he must get those CVS perks where he gets those points and he
I
can
get
get it
it.
free. Or he gets it when it's on sale. Buy one, get one free.
Could you?
Oh.
Can you imagine Billy walking up to a CVS getting condoms and mouthwash?
This sounds like a episode of How to Make the Cashier Feel Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What is the
I
weirdest
say
combination
one of
you
these
could
days
buy?
the three of us need to just randomly stop at a CVS and buy those two things and just walk up to the cash register. That would be
Together?
fun.
No, we should be together.
I'll take this.
We're getting this.
Do you sell cucumbers or no?
No, I think it would be fun to go to like Walmart or CVS or something somewhere
CVS
just
be
to
funner,
see
be funner because it's
see
smaller.
some reactions.
Oh, but we could
We
do.
need some AA batteries too. You got those?
But no. Oh, we could do. We'll do that. We'll do it for a bloodline show. We'll just go
You
get.
got those massagers?
We'll get mouthwash, condoms, and RC card. You gave me the coupons, says Billy.
And then Kyle needs to walk in the door and go, hey, you ready yet?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna park this in his garage later.
Make it worse and get Vaseline as well.
I mean, why stop at the
And then put it
Vaseline?
back.
I mean, just go for the anal loop.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Flavored or unflavored?
Flavored, of course. Yep.
There goes the sponsors.
No, that's our
that-
sponsor.
Madeline!
Sponsored by
Well, you
God.
want a flavor for the ATM moments. Yeah.
This kid. This show has really hit the skids.
Skid marks in your pants.
It's not my fault. We had to talk about this the other night.
Vibrating
We
cucumbers.
can't help ourselves.
Vibrating cucumbers. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
All right, so that's
This
part
is
with
what
the-
makes us not Mark Santa Maria.
Who are you?
I'm Aaron.
That's Aaron.
Aaron.
That's
Hey, Ron.
Randon.
That's
Yo, show.
Brandon. B. Randon. What did you call him one?
Turnpike.
Brandon Extension.
The extension.
He's the extension.
I mean, it almost makes him sound like a lot lizard. He's
Damn it.
always working the turnpike.
Yeah. So, you know, I know the area he's from. So
We got a Richard Loesch on.
Brandon the extension.
Hey, we gotta talk about
Just
him. a
hey,
little bit.
Donnie. Donnie's not here yet.
Donnie's not with us yet.
He's not Donnie. He's Mark.
That's Mark.
Oh, I'm Donnie.
You know, here's some news.
Oh, you're Donnie?
Apparently.
Here's some news from last week.
Yeah.
Rick Loesch is going to be taking over duties at Hoagland's around the show.
I seen that.
Yeah, so that's big news there. He also has a surprise for you mini Mud Boss racers here. I don't know how firm that is. Don't say it. I know what you're going to say when I say firm.
I mean, you said it.
So I mean, if it's okay to talk about Rick, then we can talk about it a little bit.
What, how firm he is?
Yes. I hear he's got some really firm tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some firm rubbers.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with that. Take all your comments to Bloodline RC.
I'm literally.
Remember, the videos will be on Mark's channel.
It's gonna be right there.
I didn't get into this that porn, so
Locked in
I'll tell you
stone.
that, boys.
Sorry.
Locked in stone, he says.
Sorry, I was.
Locked in stone.
What's
Okay,
locked
but
in
in
stone?
December and January at the rink, there will be, I believe, a 4-race. What's so funny?
I just saw it.
Just Billy saying girth, baby.
Girth, babe. That's what they like. They like girth.
Okay. RC channel.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, the X-Max is really girthy.
Yeah, so.
Well, you know, those drag
Yes.
cars got the length, but they don't have the staying power like that
So,
X-Max
yeah,
does.
mini mud
With
balls.
that
Is
girth.
there's going to be some kind of invasion from Rick Loesch here, apparently?
There's going to be a 4-race series, and the winner of the series gets free entry to the Hoagland National.
See, I don't know if that was confirmed yet, but.
Is that happening right after the
He
outdoor
just
race?
told me to
On the
go
big track?
for it.
He said it's locked in stone.
It's going to be indoor.
No, I think the
No,
longest
is that
stone was
happening
him
on the big
taking
track
over.
outdoor?
He says 3 race.
3 race.
3-race?
3 race.
Wait, what do you mean out? Oh, this winter outdoor?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it outdoor in January on the big track.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
So,
We can't get you to go to a place that's indoor and eat it to race dirt in the winter. Come on.
all right. So we
And
have.
you're going to go out there in January and race.
I want to
Okay.
see it. Ice racing.
We did have racing last week.
That we did.
Yeah.
We
Do you think
did.
these people want to hear about racing?
I hope so, because
Is
that's
that
what
why they're here?
Because that's what we're going to.
I thought they were here for the comedy show and the you know, the slight perversion.
They have to just deal with the race results at the
So
beginning.
we're gonna start with Pheasantland on Tuesday night. The
We got
first.
a lot of racing going on this week.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah.
about- Okay.
There's a lot
So-
of racing.
Pheasantland on Tuesday. The first Tuesday night point race. 12T Sportsman Mud Boss, Chad Kohler, Dave Drees, and Aaron Rashon.
You know,
Whoa.
Chad Sasquatch Kohler was just here. You saw him on camera at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really should start calling him Sam Sketch.
No, that's definitely.
Chad Scratch.
No, that's Brandon Lesher.
Yeah, but
And I call it Joe Sasquatch still.
he's
There's
evasive.
a lot of Sasquatches
True.
here. They're really tall.
Big Block, Jim Maycomer, Alex Moore, and Carl Wade. Mini Mud Boss, me, Ricochet Rob Storms, and Matt Kirkpatrick. Novice, Kevin Kuzer, Brian Hornet, and Corey Milligan. Rookie Mud Boss, Greg Gray, Kason Becker, and Danny Freeze. We did not have senior 10s that night. Super Street Stock.
Hang on. Let me just add. It's a lot more exciting sitting back here behind the camera than it is on.
Well, I bet.
Really? Why are
There's
you
a lot
not?
of excitement here tonight.
Why are you not
Everybody's ready-
excited when you're watching?
I don't know. I'm just.
Because you can't
you know,
interact at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
see a lot of enthusiasm going on while reading.
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I don't
We're
see
always-
that on the
we're
other side
always-
of the camera.
Really?
Yeah, I usually say, "Man, this is."
You don't see
it's pretty
enthusiasm?
exciting.
It's because you listen to it, right? You
It's
don't watch
'cause you
it.
don't
watch
watch it. You tune
Oh,
it
you
out.
watch it. Oh.
Yeah, my girlfriend says, "What are you doing? You watching these guys again? What are you gonna hear?"
Does she like our show?
No,
No,
I don't
Does she
like
find any of us attractive?
Brandon.
I can't say that.
I'd say maybe Mark.
Yeah.
Maybe. Huh?
I think we
That-
got a
that's
shot,
pushing
buddy.
it.
I think that shit would have said a long time ago. All right. Super Street Stock, Brian Stout, Mr. Lover RC himself, Mark Claus, getting second, and Corey Milligan in third.
So why didn't you win?
Wait, I thought I did win that too.
No, you
No.
lost the stout.
Stout.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait, you
You followed him
just
the whole
assume
race.
you just assume you win every race you're in.
I thought I had a win this
You
week.
did. You didn't win last week.
Oh, last week?
Last week.
Oh,
Last
okay.
week.
Your weeks are overlapping there.
And the
You had a good race the other week, though. You ran a pretty flawless race there.
and the very first BL2 Mud Boss race
Very first.
Ooh, that
ever.
was
The
the very
first.
one.
Ever.
Where was the first one at?
Right here.
That's what we just said.
Yeah,
It was the
that's
very
he
first
said,
one.
That's what
he
he
said.
said.
He said that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
did
very-
too, right here.
okay.
He said it.
He said it was not.
So-
the very first.
No.
No, I did.
He said it was.
All right.
No.
It was very first.
So the
You think it's the
very
very first ever anywhere?
Not even mixed.
no, I think
No.
it's first ever.
BLT
The
race.
first segregated BL2 race.
That's
Drum
right.
roll, please. This guy.
That guy, Kyle.
Kyle.
Now I got another one.
You know, RC Racing's the only place where we condone segregation. How is that?
Alex Moore was
Wow.
Stay away from that conversation.
Yeah.
Wow.
second. See ya, Billy. Alex Moore was second. Brian Stout got third. That will be Thursday night.
The best part of your show is the volume button.
Then we got Ultimate on Thursday. We
No,
had
it was pretty cold Thursday night.
it was. I
We got
didn't go.
Park Lane
I
on
wasn't there
Wednesday
because
too,
it was a
so we
little
got.
too cold
I'll
for me,
do the
but-
road racing
Yeah.
because you love when I say those names.
13-5 mud balls up at Ultimate. Brett Hollinger, Mike Saladay, and Jared Terekin.
That's it.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
17-5 sprint car, John Pauly, Preston Selvinger, and Darren Boyer. See, I see how this works. The underdogs always show up at Ultimate when there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But, yeah, makes sense.
That's kind of their MO.
Yeah. Crate late model, Kerry Siegfried, Justin Albright, and David Bachman.
But if you notice, Jared's the only one that can beat us. The rest of them can't.
Midget, Brett Hollinger, Phil Marabello, and Darren Boyer. Mini Mud Boss, John Pauly, Kerry Siegfried, and Hal Gilmer. Savage Sprint Car, Kevin Manspeaker, Brian Moyer, and Hal Gilmer. Yes, Manspeaker.
Sounds like a big car race driver name.
Stock Mud Boss, Mike Saladay, Glenn Killian, and Aaron Rashon.
That's me.
Hey, Ron Rochelle.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that is the final Thursday night point race. Well, Thursday night race.
I don't know. We're holding out hope for this Thursday.
Race in the snow like men.
You don't race ever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't race outside anymore, so, I mean, you?
You
I
raced
haven't
outside
seen you,
this
like,
summer.
since August.
Yeah.
You saw me last week.
Not
Been
outside.
I wasn't outside. And then we'll go over to Pheasantland on a Friday night. 12th Tee Sports Mud Boss, Brett Ludwig, Joe Elgin, Brandon Grawler?
What? Brandon in the 12T?
Yeah, Pete.
Did Pete
How fast
and
did you get
Brett just not show up?
Where your
Brett
tires
won.
at?
Oh, Brett won. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
But
Tech is coming, my friend.
I choked a little bit there
Tech
before I
is
would have
coming.
had second.
You did good.
he did.
You look good out there.
Pete.
Except for that last lap.
Yeah. Damn Joe.
Second ever BL2 race.
Second.
Brian Stout,
Stouter.
Whoa.
me,
Whoa.
Stout's fast.
and Alex Moore. He
Stout
is
looked
fast.
Really good.
Alex Moore,
But-
pretty good.
He is. But somebody figured out what's wrong with my car.
Yeah.
You know,
Is that fixed now?
yeah, I did.
All right.
So, you know those two very important bolts that hold the front end to the frame?
Let's
Oh,
show
yeah, that's
people.
right. The front end is ready to come apart. Oops.
These ones here.
Whoa.
These ones here, people. These ones here.
You got to remember put
Yeah.
those bolts
They
back
were
in.
missing bolts.
They were.
This was just flopping around like a fish. So yes, someone was not a good mechanic that night.
with me.
I don't know.
What's up, X Brand 845 RC?
Hey, I think that
Maybe
might
mine
be,
will be ready for
guy
tomorrow
from
night.
TikTok, Uncle
Depends what
X-Brand.
time I get home tonight.
Mine won't be ready till next week.
Yeah, I'm
Then-
gonna have to be with you there.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
Then we'll go to Mini Mud Boss after he cleaned my tires because I didn't have time to do it. I picked up the win. Matt Kirkpatrick at second and Ricochet Rob Storms in third.
It's all about tires.
Tires, baby.
I was spinning out. I came from dead like second last and won. Novice Kevin Kuzer, Brian Horning, and Daniel Burkert. Rookie Mud Boss, Brandon Kroll Productions. Check him out on Facebook. He does a lot of. You ever see his oval shots of Grandview?
Who?
Oh,
Brandon Kroll.
He's the.
If you ever see the
He's
pictures of the he does a
drone guy.
drone,
Yeah.
like big races at Grandview, you can see the whole parking lot and everything at Big Diamond. That's him.
That's him? Oh, cool.
Casey Becker gonna get second and Dan Friesen third. Savage sprint, good battle between Lily and Alex. Lily goes up on top. Alex Moore gonna take second and Tom Dockery in third. Senior 10, this was the JGR show. Pete Ludwig, Brett Ludwig, and Joe Hill. Super Street Stock, Aaron Rashawn takes it. That's
over.
you.
Yeah, that is me.
Over Brian Stout
Over Brian
and Mark Laws.
Mark Laws. I
And,
think that gives me a point lead.
Let's not.
5 point.
Yeah,
and Vintage.
Yeah, I know. We shouldn't talk about that.
let's not talk about points.
Didn't you say
I know.
that
I know.
if you talk about points, don't let me look at the thing, and you're not allowed to look at
I
it.
can't help it, but it's easy math. And once you start inverting the field by points, I'm going to know where I'm at when I'm in the back.
Are we inverting the field?
We're
Yep.
inverting the field
Oh,
this
well,
year.
then I'm backing off.
I'm gonna do it.
You'll still be last at points then and finishing last at every
I ain't
race.
worried about points. I need a win.
Okay.
Vintage Modifieds, Mac and
How many
Patrick
more wins?
and Jay Stevens.
I'm only at 42.
I don't
Okay,
even know where I'm at.
You can look it up.
we'll do that after this.
I'll do it now while you're doing it because I'm kind of losing it here.
All
I
right.
don't have any rookie wins. That's the problem.
Oh.
I need, novice wins. I need novice wins.
Did you have to race him in novice? No, you
No,
didn't.
I never raced novice. Well, one time.
Yes, you did.
One time.
More than once.
all the time.
One time.
No,
I
I
looked at the
ran with
results.
you.
You used to run all the time.
You used to run one once.
One time.
No way. Because
Yeah.
I remember running with you and Brandon.
You have
No, I didn't race for that whole
a
year that I ran novice.
career total to 25 wins, 29 seconds,
Yeah,
15 thirds, and 136 starts.
it's not pretty good.
That's not bad.
I'm like a mid-packer.
How have you only have 136 starts since 2017?
It's called YouTube.
Yeah.
But you need content, so you should be going to more races.
I go to, well,
He
I
just
go,
filmed
I go
other
to them,
people.
but I don't race them. I just video 'em.
This is the segment of the show where we call it giving Mark shit.
So, the factory started racing this weekend. I don't think it was actually for points. I think points start next week, but they had a lot of drivers.
I heard they had a lot of drivers.
Yeah, I mean,
think
I'm-
I saw
I'm at
something
282
like
starts.
115 entries.
Yeah, you
I think
guys
it was
race 4 nights a
114.
week.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we do this.
Well, not me.
Can we stop stroking your ego?
Well,
Look at mine. Look at
God,
mine.
y'all are
Then.
worse than a
You want to
married
stroke
couple.
ego? Look at mine.
I'm sitting next to
I'm
Daryl
just looking
Waltrip
at,
over here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at starts.
Yeah, we'll
He
go.
doesn't,
I'm gonna
he
give him
doesn't
a
have
crow
very
suit
many.
next year. I guess.
There you go.
If you,
Lyle Horning.
yeah. He wants to look up stats, then he's gonna look up mine.
Yeah, I know. I've seen yours. You have 382 starts. You have 100 more than I do.
Yeah.
And you have 64 wins now. 77.
64
77
wins?
I hit 50 like 3
Seconds.
months ago.
Wow.
and 70 in third.
So
Yeah.
Kyle, that's for you.
I'm gonna have to start running more classes. Somebody
Yeah,
got
no,
BLT.
that helps. I got
See?
43 wins, 49 seconds, 53 thirds.
Hey, Rick Loesch got a BL too.
Oh. Did he get a BLT by chance?
Maybe. All right, factory. 12-team Mutt Boss, Shane Miller, Kurt Kaminsky, and Joe Schrader. 13-5 Mud Boss, Shane Miller, Zach Swanser, and Louis Pavlovek.
I love it.
360 17-5 sprint, friend of the show, John Bath. John Parr second, and Terry Hartlob in third. 410 sprint car, another friend of the show, Garrett Williamson, Casey Hess, and Chris Klein. Midget, Garrett Williamson, Cowboy Risser, and Casey Hess. Mini Mud Boss, Sean Good had to leave to make it the Ultimate Banquet
He could have won that race.
How do you get the name Cowboy Risser?
because he's a cowboy.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to be called Cowboy Risser.
No, you'd have to be Cowboy Claus.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you'd probably go better with Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
That's it. You gotta grow a beard.
That does have, well, boy, that was the first time I ever heard that.
So,
Didn't say we were original,
Well, I've never
but
been
it
called
fits.
Santa Claus before.
Santa Claus.
so,
Colonel Klaus.
Sean Good,
Klaus.
Scooby, had to leave to make Ultimate's banquet, and he just made it in time. He was TQ'd on the day
He could have made it back.
and left Mini Mud Boss.
He could have made it back
So,
after he got his trophy.
Donnie Cox starts on the pole. 7 laps on the field.
Whoa.
Wow.
Barty Tan gets second, and Sean Walter in third. Novice 12th turn, Cam Kizminski, Jackson Montgomery, and Chase Spittle. Novice under 15, Emily Souter, Cooper Parr, and Riley Spittle. And open late model, Casey Hess, Kurt Kizminski, and another friend of the show, George Williamson. Did RJ's run Saturday?
I'm still
Yes.
trying to figure out 7 laps on the field.
It's a lot of laps on the field.
He was-
75
Everybody
lap,
crash out.
75 lap feature though.
Still.
I mean, you know,
To win by 7 laps?
he
He's
probably had at least 4 by the time they hit 50. And then probably another 3 as they, you know,
Damn.
and it unwound and probably everybody fell apart.
I mean, he's a good driver. I can't take that
He
away
is.
from him, but
Yeah, he was real
Then
good.
7 laps.
RJ's ran on the Carpet Oval this week.
That's Sunday. That's their Sunday race.
Yes. We got 12 Mud Boss Cody Roth, Dan Schaefer, and Dwayne Lindenmuth. Breakout Jim Fagan, Al Spina, and Jim Makeover. And vintage class was Ray Schaller, Cody Roth, and Dan Lindenmuth.
Ray Carnage Schaller.
And then there's the indoor dirt. We got Midget A Main, Brett Hollinger. Duncan House, and Colin Belts. 17.5 foam tire sprint A Main, Les Hartzell, Eric Bells, and Kyle Majakis. Stock Mud Boss A Main, Kyle Canals, Cody Roth, and Duncan House. 17.5, that's the B Main. Intermediate 12 turn, Dave Wenzel, Cody Brown, and Jeff Ketchledge. 17.5 sprint car A Main, Les Hartzell, Duncan House, and Joe Carroll. And that's my oval results for the week.
And for on-road results here, we got Park Lane, 21.5 touring. We have Enzo G, Elliot Boyce, Josh Starr. F1, Scott Shoemaker, Gavin T, Chris Gulick. TTO2, Nick Ferrani, me, and Ed Larkin. USGT, Elliot Boyce, John William, Mick G. And VTA, Ethan Miller, myself, and Michael D'Agostino. And we have Park Lane,
TTO2 and
VTA.
BTA.
Yep.
Wow.
21.5 touring, Enzo G, Jeff Cuffs, Elliot Boyce, sounds like the same as Wednesday night. Stock 12 scale, Jeff Cuffs, Jawan Hunter, Dylan Little. TTO2, Nick Fiorani, Gavin T, Bob S. USGT, Jeff Cuffs, Lance C, Elliot Boyce. VTA, Ethan Miller again, Sonny Singh, and Tom Trez.
Sonny Singh.
And that's the week in racing.
No.
Well,
We still
we
got one
will,
more
but we'll go
Friday.
over that with Donnie.
Yeah, so I guess we'll give Donnie a call quick.
How do I find the results from the gathering?
Well, it's you know,
I have it.
we do have to
wanna
talk about some other news too.
Type in underground.
We have another.
We do. We're going to go over.
PDX,
we're gonna
RC,
talk to
underground?
Donnie and go over
Type the whole
underground.
thing underground.
But we do have some other news here
Yeah.
in the Trinity slot machine world. Horizon Hobbies
There you
is going to offer a 20% off coupon to those
Sunday.
people that go in and register that they bought a slot machine
Wow.
by the end of the year, by 12/31. Check out the details. It goes up on our site. And next year, when Slot Machine 2 comes out, you could be eligible to get a whole new motor. And they're also going to take into account for people that got tuner motors and team motors. So check that out.
Like 5 minutes.
Horizon and Trinity have been going out there and posting that all over. So check out their press release, and if you got one of them and you want to get reimbursed, go on there, fill out the forms by December 31st and get that done.
So do you think you need your receipt that you bought one?
I
of
would
those?
believe you would.
I would believe so.
Yes.
Probably
Mine should
from Horizon Hobby, right?
No, it can be from anywhere. It can be from a tuner. I got mine from Rotoron, so that's probably electronic somewhere. I'll have to look that up.
Still got your receipt?
Scott
It's
Davies
electronic.
mad at you. What about the traffic jam?
Okay, we could do the traffic jam too. We got some time here. Brandon's fumbling.
No, he's
No.
good. We're waiting
Is
until
he?
8 o'clock.
Okay.
But that's
All
just
right.
Davies. So
Davies, the man who races so many classes so he just doesn't have to marshal.
F you, Davies.
997, they had the Trans Am traffic jam on Saturday. 25.5 touring car, Mike Harold, Jeff Kinsey, Raymond McCoy. And I'm sure if I mispronounce these, Davies will let me know. Euro Truck, Scott Davies, Aiden Cincy, Kurt Windish. F1, Logan Shetter, Keith Keller, Ty Diep. Can you say that one?
What do we got here? I can't even read it.
Ty Diep. I don't see Davies on the F1. What happened, Davies?
Let me take off my driving glasses. Oh, that's much better.
Ty Diep.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
tie deep.
Ty Diep. Yeah, you agree.
It's tie deep.
Ty Deep?
Yeah,
Ty Deep?
yeah,
He's Ty Deep.
yeah.
Okay. GR12. What is this? GT12R. Jeff Cincy.
I like how. What is this? And you're reading it. Like, I don't know, Aaron.
It's trying. Like, what the hell is that?
It's not even. Wait, what? That was cool. GT12R, yeah.
Yeah, you had to zoom in too, didn't you?
No, I looked at it.
I know, and you had to go, I had to zoom in. Jeff Cincy. I've never seen that class before.
I gotta step
Keith
out
Keller,
for like 2 minutes. So.
Logan Shetter. I don't know what it is either.
I'll be back.
Street
GF2R.
Street Touring Stock. Ryan Koval, Mark Smith, Scott Davies, USGT, AJ Archibald, Bob Van Wagner, Gene White, WGTR, Keith Keller, Logan Shetter, John Berkelby, Burkebile,
Berkebile.
and then the big Trans Am class, the US VTA class. AJ Archibald, Mike Harold, Mark Decker, and I don't see Scott Davies in that lineup. What happened, Davies? Why did you not run?
Or Kevin Kuzer. No, I didn't hear Kevin Kuzer's name at all this week.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You
Yeah,
won
you did.
novice.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
GT12R is a 12 scale pan car with a road style GT body and rubber tires. Well, thank you. Let's see. So why didn't you run F1, Davies, and VTA? Are you coming out to Park Lane this week, Davies? Come on out. Come on out.
F1's a
Come
pretty
on
cool
out.
class.
It is a very cool class.
So
That's
I dug
one-
into how much it cost.
Yeah, there's nothing cheap in road racing.
I mean, everything's like $1,000 anymore.
That's insane.
In road racing, yeah. So we went to, Kyle and I went to a RC model slot car diecast
Yeah.
show up in Allentown. Yeah. And someone had a Losi 8 scale nitro.
Mm,
Guess how much they wanted for it? Ready to go.
$800.
$2,200.
Holy show price.
I don't understand.
Wow.
Show price.
At $25 per class. Okay,
that's
that's a
dirty.
good reason why, Davies.
But I did look into that.
No Park Lane 997 on Friday.
That does get pretty pricey.
8 scale?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's not. I mean, if you want to start out electric and get started, it's at least $1,200 spend if you're going all
Yeah.
new. So, but they look really sweet.
They do.
Well, it is 8 o'clock, so
I'd say we go for it.
yeah, let's give Donnie a call and
Donnie
we'll
Dana.
talk about the gathering that was this Saturday.
I will pull up the results.
You got it?
You do not need a proof of purchase, Davey says, for the slot machine.
Ooh.
Whoa.
They're going to be getting a lot of those back.
I think I need to gather up some slot machines.
A couple weeks ago, you could
Donnie!
buy them all cheap.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
doing?
The man,
Now
the
the
myth,
price
the
went up.
legend.
Yeah,
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing, just sitting here listening to the rain.
Oh, it's raining up there. Okay.
Oh, it is thunder and lightning, and
Mm.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be snowing up there in New York by now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Easy. Wow, that is so loud.
Jeez.
You might
How are
want
you
to put
guys doing?
the phone up in front of the thing.
We're doing all right. You got the results there?
I'm bringing them up.
All right, good.
Yeah, do you want me to go through our sponsors? We had a lot of sponsors this year too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did a little differently than we did last year, but so I just want to say thanks to TRP Racing Products. He 3D prints things for sprint cars, which was funny because he volunteered to sponsor, and then he realized it was just a mud boss kind of event. And I was like, dude, these guys race sprint cars too. They'll be thankful for anything, you know?
Yeah.
So he sent us some cool stuff. Upstate RC, Ryan Holland, Foxtrot, he donated some wraps. He actually did my new car, and his stuff is amazing. Full Throttle, which gave all three winners a spot into the A mains and the Hangover. So 13.5 to 12T and novice, they all get to they go there and register, and they don't really have to. I don't think they have to qualify if they don't want to, but who would want to? That track is awesome.
Yeah.
And then Peak Boss, Dave himself, donated a couple really cool things and some oils and stuff. Reliable, which is a business that's up here, they donated $100 to the winner of the novice.
Nice.
Yeah. Beard Squad, which is a group of guys up here that RC race. Shiner Motors, Racing Dots, J3D Printing, The Sauce, and of course Underground RC for letting us hold the event there.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely sounds like you guys had a lot of support.
Yeah, like I said, it was a little different than we did last year. We didn't do the 200 laps. I kind of screwed up last year and started the day off with I believe it was a 2-minute seating round.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just noticed there wasn't one this year.
Yeah.
No, because that right there, Jim Ferguson reminded me that I should have done some math on how many of those seating rounds that we had to do
Yeah.
and how long actual 2 minutes really is in the grand scheme of things. So I totally took fault for that for last year, and we definitely had a goal in mind this year of the event lasting anywhere between 5 to 7 hours, which is right about where we ended up.
That's
So,
awesome. Yeah, I remember me and Aaron, we came up there last year, and it was definitely a long day, but
It was a very long day.
Aaron was getting cranky.
Now the words that I heard this year the most was it was a relaxing day.
That's good.
You know, everybody just seemed chill and happy and just I don't think we really had any issues at all. It was really smooth, and I was getting nervous about that because everything was going smooth.
Too smooth. Something had to happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you hold a race, I mean, this is only my second event being part of it. I guess hiccups are something that you should just expect.
Yeah.
You know. But as long as everybody left with something, and most importantly, I didn't want anyone to leave with a car that got broken because of somebody else.
That's good.
You know, and I didn't really see anybody really upset when they left. I mean, like I said, relaxing day is pretty much the words I heard.
Do we want to go over some of the results then?
Sure.
Yeah, if you want.
So- So this year you just did a single 125 main?
Yes.
Okay.
So what we did was the races from the B main down were all 30 laps, and then the B mains were 50, and then we did 125 for both the 12T and the 13.5, and then we did 75 laps for the novice.
Okay.
So I don't want people to just come in there, and I wanted to give them a good amount of laps to race, and they took advantage of that.
Yeah. What was your biggest
So-
surprise of the weekend?
My biggest surprise of the weekend.
Something you didn't expect.
There was a person that used to race with that I met when I first started racing. His name was Jake Kirkendall.
Okay.
He showed up,
Okay.
Nice.
and he hasn't raced in 4 years.
So wait,
4
he
years.
hasn't raced in 4 years, and he just decided to come out for this race.
Yeah, he actually called me that morning, and I had no idea who it was, and he just kept asking me questions, and I'm scanning in my brain who it could be, and I was like, "Is this Jake?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh my goodness, you're coming out of retirement to come to this race? That's awesome."
How did he do for coming back?
He didn't do too bad. I believe he made it right to the B.
Okay,
Wow.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, and he's never been on our track, so I mean, and he's a local.
Yeah.
And he also brought Kyle Larson with him.
Yeah, we were wondering about that. So, isn't Kyle in the middle of a points battle?
No, it's already over.
No, is it okay?
He got second.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he brought Kyle Larson, who is his cousin.
No way. Holy crap.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny. I let him drive my car and stuff. And again, his cousin there, Kyle, he never been on the track. He hasn't raced in probably 4 or 5 years. And yeah, I let him throw my car on the track, and he jumped in novice. And you know, it was a tricky thing to figure out going from my driving style to his. And he just had a good day. You know, he hadn't raced in a while, and he really liked it. So
Good. Well, we waited for you to come on board before we go over the results. So, where should we start? Think we should start with novice?
yeah, let's start with novice.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great. I unfortunately got to see none of the mains.
Yeah.
One of the other perks of, you know, working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard they were awesome.
I heard it was good.
As long as you
Yeah.
heard it was good, all right? No complaints, nothing.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
we,
always
we
good.
understand that. Like, you're just so busy doing things, you don't really have too much time to sit
Yes,
down and just
yes.
relax and watch.
Especially
I know that
Kyle.
problem.
Especially
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah. Like, Kyle announces these races and he doesn't really even see them.
No.
He's just too busy
Yeah.
looking at that computer screen the whole time.
And watching Rex.
Yeah.
Yep.
We actually have a quick question for you. Did Larson race?
You did.
He did.
You're a novice.
He did.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
awesome.
He raced a novice, and
Finished 10th.
I can look really quick here on the final results where he finished
10th.
overall.
10th. I got him here at
Okay.
10th.
All right. Yep.
Yep. So the
And he
win,
did-
the
looks
win
like a
was,
B main, so
yeah, the win was Hunter Smith, Carter Rachinsky, which, you know, we see a lot of him
Yes,
around here.
Yes.
That kid's fast.
That kid is, I mean, not to take away from anybody at all, but you have not really raced RC until you've been beat by a kid under 7 years old.
Oh, I know. He
So-
beat me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
he beat me,
I
so
ran with
understand.
Carter up at Bluesburg,
Yep.
and I said, "Yo, don't lie me too many times, there, kid."
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
last year I was up there, I ran the novice class, and Carter was a
Yeah,
handful.
he was up there last year. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, and Hunter Smith, we also have, I forgot his name. His name is Carter, but he wasn't there, he was in football.
Okay.
Kaminsky?
You know, no, this other kid that races at Underground, he didn't get to make it. And I knew that if he made it, those three were definitely going to put on a show. I mean, Hunter and Carter did, from what I heard, but I mean, they were 2 laps ahead of third place.
Right. They're
You know what I
both
mean?
on the same lap. Hunter finished at 8:16 and Carter was at 8:22, so he wasn't far behind.
No, and what was I? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. Never mind.
No, that's all right.
I thought I would have loved to see that race because I've only got to see those two race around each other at a track that Hunter wasn't really familiar with and Carter was, which was Colesville.
Yeah.
And just to watch these kids around each other, it's pretty remarkable how they drive with each other. You know, I mean, adults, we drive with each other, and if we get into each other after the race, we don't even want to talk to each other. These kids are playing. So, but yeah, from like what I said, it sounded like a good race. Thomas DeFleur.
Yep, he was third.
He got to watch those two play.
Yeah. Chris Reed was 4th. Matt Severance was fifth?
I believe that's what his name is.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I go through all these names all the time. It's like, how do you say that?
Try announcing them.
Yeah, I believe it. Well,
And Camden Horderman came in sixth.
Yep.
Bill Davis in seventh. And rounding out the field was a local Fred Green.
Okay. How many of those guys were local that were in the A main?
Looks like, I believe, 2.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it was filled with invaders.
It was, and you know that was one of the biggest things that Ron and I originally wanted to do was bring some outside people to our track, so the guys that don't get to travel like we did,
Yeah.
get a chance to experience what it's like to race around other people. Because I know it's got to be difficult for some people that race a track every week for, we'll say, the summertime, and then all of a sudden these people come in that has never been on the track before, and they're just flying. I mean,
Sounds familiar.
I just wonder what that's like sometimes. I know that I loved going out of town and racing with people I didn't know. I wasn't in the A mains and stuff. I was like CB, but still, like, getting to race around different people and talking to different people and picking up different tips that you may not have known about, and you know, all that stuff is so cool.
Well, you've been around the block. What's the tip that you found this weekend that surprised you?
I should probably let somebody else drive my cars.
Well, we could all say that at some point.
You know, I raced the 13.5. To be honest, I used it more of like a testing type thing. I've been wanting to run group foams on our track for a while. So I threw it out there, and the car wanted to spin out a lot. I had to do some work on it, but I ended up qualifying 10th overall.
That's not bad.
No, I mean, with foams on it, I was the only one with foams on it. Everybody couldn't believe it. And I was, like I said, I've been wanting to do it for a while. Then I threw the Hoosiers on it. And yeah, that wasn't a great idea.
Okay. So you allowed foams and rubber tire at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It was a complete open rule.
All right.
And they did the Banditos. I don't know if there was some JC concepts that somebody had said. But I was the only one on foams, and then everybody was like, you can run foams? I'm like, well, open tire is open tire. I mean, everything but like a buggy tire or something, you know? I mean, yeah.
What did Dave Peak run?
I want to say he had Banditos. I'm not 100% sure. I know it was either Hoosiers or Banditos.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of 13,
I might be wrong about that, though.
speaking of 13.5 and Dave Peak, he's the winner of your 13.5 125 lap feature.
4 laps.
I see
4
that.
laps over. Wow.
It was 125. You kind of expect that on a big race like that for that long.
I would have loved to watch that race because I watched his car during some hot laps, and I watched it during one of the rounds.
Yeah.
It is so ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
And he hits his mark every time. When that car comes out of 4 and you're watching, it looks just like a real race car. I mean, it is down at the bottom, planted, tires moving just a little bit, and he is on it, and then he comes right into one just sideways, right down by the pipe, and then he just shoots him right out of 2, and then back into 3. It's amazing to watch him race.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were watching him last year, and just how consistent he is and how smooth.
Every lap, it's the same spot.
Mike Woods is either Hoosiers or Hot Laps.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he would know too. I mean, yeah.
So
I knew hot laps. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
All right. Second was Tim Washburn.
Who, by the way, he raced at Small Addictions last year at the March Madness thing.
Okay.
And he did. I believe he won the 13.5s.
Oh.
I'm almost positive. I think it was he won the 13.5 because Salvis won Salvis won the 12T.
Okay. So he, you know, all
Yeah,
right.
he's no slouch. I mean,
No,
these,
no, not
these
at all.
guys that are in the A are,
Yeah.
they should be there. You know what I mean?
Yep. Then we have Adam McGeorge. He was
Yeah,
third.
he was an out-of-towner.
Okay.
I believe he races down by Small Addictions.
Okay. Jason Searman was fourth.
Yeah, that's another one down from there.
Okay. Ron Bussett.
Ronnie.
Ron
Ronnie.
Bust was fifth.
It's Rod Bush. It's Rod Bush.
Oh,
the guy
okay.
that was doing the Jesse Parks.
Okay.
He did. It was like a little joke between those two.
Then we have Larry Hatter.
Larry Hatter, yeah, that's
Six.
a local.
Hoagie Shepard. He ain't
Another
no grinder.
local. Yeah, another local.
And then eighth, our hometown boy, Kurt Nicholas.
Yep.
Yeah, Kurt had a rough day.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw. Go ahead.
No, it's just him getting to the A. He worked at his car all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. I mean, I
What
see.
happened was the track slicked over,
Oh, did it?
and then it started to get grip back.
Okay.
So it went through a change, which was it was weird the way it changed like that. Because it went from slick to grip, like.
Yeah, that's
It was-
weird. I guess when the
Yeah.
rubber started laying down, probably got it probably just started pulling up the moisture, and then everybody just started really sticking by that point. Plus all the
'cause
traction
I know
compound
with the
laying
phones,
down.
I couldn't go in the groove. I had to go above the groove where some of the marbles were, just to keep the car going straight. Because
Really?
if I went down where those guys were racing, I'd spin right out.
That
Yeah, it
sounds
was
like
interesting.
that sounded like it was a rough day then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, from what I understand, that was a crazy race. I mean, obviously Peak was way out in
Yeah.
front, but I guess everybody else was racing pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the big show.
The
Big
big
boy.
show.
12T Mud Boss. And we got to
And
drive.
again-
What's that?
Well, again, another race. I wish I could have watched all three of these mains, because the finishes were pretty much. I wish I could have bet somebody, because I probably would have lost with the novice. To be honest with you, that would probably been the only class I would have lost. The other two classes,
You've made some money.
I knew Peak was going to win. I mean, Peak, and that 13.5 is just. I've seen them race it all over the place, and every place I've seen them race it, it is insanely fast.
So Mike Wood says Washburn and McGeorge have been around a long time. Race with them at the old TNT Raceway inside the PA border.
Yeah, they're. Well, I mean, it shows. I mean, you know what I mean? They've never been to the track before, and they're in the A.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 12T, we have a guy called Dr. Dirt.
Yes, that's Chad Jacobson.
Okay.
We call him Dr. Dirt because he's the one that does the maintenance of the track.
Okay.
Underground.
So he really knows what he's doing. Then he does
He is
deserve the name
fast.
Dr. Dirt.
Right, he's one of those guys that after the races, his cars get torn apart, cleaned, and put back together. He puts the time and effort in, and anybody that's raced with him, I got the pleasure to race with him. I've known Chad for years, and I got the pleasure to race with him this summer, and we basically just worked on our driving style. Nobody else's. We didn't worry about other people. We worried about ourselves.
Okay.
You know, calming down, hitting our marks, trying not to, just if you're coming up on somebody and you're faster, you don't need to just pass them. You can set them up and do it the right way,
Yeah. Then second we have Tim Washburn. So
Yeah, on the same lap, too.
he had a good weekend. Two
Yeah,
seconds.
he did.
And you ain't gonna, you can't complain about that. Two
Mhm.
big race, finishing second twice.
And Tim TQ.
Yeah. Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Justin Shiner was third.
Yep.
Anthony Scott 4th.
That's a local.
Ron Bush 5th.
Yeah, you got another 5th place.
Yep. That's not a bad weekend either.
No.
2 5th
No.
places in the A-Main. Chris Van Buren.
Against some heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah.
Too. I mean, Chris Van Buren, he races down at Colesville and that area, and yeah, he's really good.
Then we got Dave Peak in 7th.
Something must have happened to his car.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
surprised he's not
yeah.
up on the top.
That's what I'm curious about.
Wow.
Did something happen? Did you see anything?
No, like I said, I didn't get to watch any of the mains. Hopefully,
Okay.
Mike comments. Maybe he got to see it.
I mean, he only has 87 laps in, so I'm assuming he broke at some point.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Bud Denning
Let's see.
finished last, 8th place, 42 laps in, so he must have broke too.
Yeah, and Bud, he's been around for a while too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like Dave made 87 laps. Yeah.
yeah. Then our boy Kurt Nicholas, he was the next alternate. He finished 3rd in the B main. That's not bad for
No,
him. It was a lot of work, but at least getting to the B main in one and A main in the other, that's not bad. So shout out to Kurt.
And the caliber of driver, there was, I would say, from the C main up, they were all A main drivers anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was, nobody accidentally got into the top mains, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, other than that, I mean, I thought it was a great day. I thankfully haven't heard any complaints, not that I want to. But, yeah, I mean, it was the Dead Bear Racing first time that we've put on a show, and it definitely takes a village.
So
I'll tell you that.
when's the next year's going to be? Are you going to keep it on the 11th, the weekend around the 11th?
So what happened this year? There was a race, I believe it was that Turkey race. I forgot where it was. Rushland. I think?
Rushland,
yeah.
Rushland.
And that's a
223.
dirt track.
Yeah,
Okay, we're a dirt track.
yeah.
So I didn't really, we didn't mind moving the race another week. We
Okay.
didn't mind doing that. Unfortunately, we didn't know that it was on the same day of the PRW race,
Okay.
which they got a crazy amount of entries.
Because that's near you, but that's carpet, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And
So-
when we had changed the date, a couple of the people had reached out to me, and I was like, okay, but you guys are carpet.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't. This is more of a dirt thing, and most of those guys weren't going to come anyways.
Right.
Because it was, you know, I mean, but we'll see. Maybe we can shoot for the weekend before that. Like the first last year when we did it, it was great because it was a week before
Yep.
that race, and nobody else had a race going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was the first week of November because we went up
Yeah.
there. It was the 4th. That's what we were kind of planning on. Then we heard it got moved back, and then our plans fell apart. So.
It's really going to depend on. We've had some other tracks reach out and ask us to maybe host something at their track.
Yeah.
It's really going to just depend on what we have going on when it comes summertime. That's
Now-
really what it's going to boil down to.
Now that you've been asked to hold more of these, do you want to? Because it's a lot of work.
I do. I think that there's still some more sorting out. I also have a vision in mind of the kind of races I want to put on. I don't want to
Okay.
put on any points races or anything like that. I've always wanted to just put on events,
Okay.
like a one-off race. I'd like to get some unique sponsors, not just sponsors that have things to do with RC racing. I'd
Yeah.
like to get some real racing sponsors, like real stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been slowly talking to people here and there, and you know, with racing season just coming to an end, I have like a month to really talk to people before their stuff, you know, starts up again.
Yeah.
So, check out Bob Hilbert Sportswear. He sponsors every racing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be astonished if you seen the list of people that I wanted to talk to. You know, and there was plans at certain racetracks and stuff. I know the guys from Colesville did a thing at a racetrack. I think it was the Outlaw Speedway.
Okay.
But I wouldn't mind doing something where the real cars and the little cars are, for one day, I just don't like it when people say that these are toy cars. I mean, I get it, they are, but I mean, guys that race modified that's never won, to them, that's their toy car.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, I mean, I look at it like a lot of us put a lot of time and effort into these cars. When we race, we should be racing them like real race cars. I mean, when you go to the track, you don't see people running into each other, and if you do, the flagman lets them know that they're not allowed to do that.
And the other guy that just got run into lets them know that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we still have that part.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's for sure.
But, you know, we encourage people to talk on the stand. I get it. Old school people, they don't really like to be bothered when they're driving. I look at it like, if you guys are, I would much rather hear two people next to me talking about one setting the other up and passing clean and all that stuff than arguing.
Yeah.
You know, and I think people should understand that talking on that stand to one another really is beneficial for everybody in the race, because I don't know how many times I've been caught up in somebody else's garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did some talking this weekend.
Did you? What'd you say this weekend, Mark?
Get the hell out of my way!
I was pretty helpful.
There was a mouse.
We just got a mouse.
We just had a mouse.
Jesus.
I did hear. I did hear you saying some stuff during that stock car race. Oh man, not again.
I'll tell you what, though, talking versus the arguing, the talking is a lot
Right.
easier to tune out.
It helped me calm down, yes.
First place. Beep beep. I'm here to compete. Just move over.
Jeez.
Have you guys ever been to Mount Cobb?
No, Mark
Yeah.
has.
Okay, the first time I was there, actually Ron was there with me, and him and I were in the same heat, and there was a kid standing on a stool in between us. This kid had to have been about 5, 6 years old, and he came up on me and was like, "Excuse me, number 12, I'm getting ready to pass you. Can you please get out of my way?" And like, I didn't really want to.
He was too polite.
He was way too polite, and then when he got underneath me and zipped by me, he was like, "Thank you," and then he went right on to the next one, and then he did it to Ron.
You're like, you little smartass. You're too young to be passing us.
Well, that was Camp Ford.
Yeah, that's Karen.
That was Camp Ford.
Carter.
And you know, the other thing too is just when people going to the races and stuff. You know, I encourage people to go around and talk to each other, because if I know somebody, and I don't even need to know them, I could have just said hi to them, had a brief conversation with them. If we're in the same heat together and we get into each other, one of us is more apt to say something along, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry," and the other one's going to be like, "Don't worry about it, I don't even know how to drive anyways," or something comical. You know, and if you don't know each other and you get into each other, we already don't like each other now.
So, my biggest thing to break the ice about a new track, I woke up to the driver's seat and go, I've never been here before and I suck at this. So if I get into you, I'm sorry.
That's what everybody says to psych out the competition.
You can't
Like, oh,
do it
this
no
guy's
more,
going to be
you're
a loser.
known.
Just don't worry about
I
him.
think that's how I met you, Aaron.
What, you said that to
What
me?
did you do to me in that race? I think that's how we met.
Nah, I never
I've heard
raced with
guys
you.
say stuff like, "Don't worry, I'm not hitting you because you're new here. I'm hitting you because you're just part of the race."
I'm just hitting you because you're in my way.
But, you know, speaking of like kids, I ran with Carter up at Bloomsburg last year. And if you're to watch that kid race, he hangs 3 foot off the railing. And I'm looking, I'm like, man, I can't see turn 4, but I don't want to tell him not, because he's just better than me anyway. So I don't need to see turn 4. You just stay right there.
The first time I seen him race, I didn't even know he was racing because I couldn't see his controller. Because he holds it down by
Yeah.
his knees.
I don't know how he does it. It's
Him and I, we have, I don't know how many tracks I've been at with him. And during hot laps, we were at Colesville, and he had his late model, and I had my 12T. And we we definitely used a whole battery just out there. It was just him and I. There was nobody else. His dad said he looked over and we had the biggest smiles on our faces. And it was because, like, neither one of us touched each other. I mean, we would come in hot, get on the brake, just right next to the other one, and, you know, never once touched each other.
Yeah, I mean, that kid's a good kid. And his dad, he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
And it don't hurt that his dad does run 358 modifieds instead of an RC car.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you know, because he doesn't want his son to embarrass him. That's really
Oh, well, so his dad wanted a big diamond one night, and he's like, "Yeah, I keep getting Trevor, my freaking little kid, because like, he gets more wins than I do in a year."
Yeah, that kid he's not taking away anything from Hunter, because I don't think you guys have gotten to see Hunter race.
No.
That kid, I watched him at a one race. I can't remember exactly where it was. There was wrecks. I mean, novice. There's wrecks everywhere. This kid drove through them like it was a video game. It was amazing to watch it. He definitely has some abilities to look beyond his car. And he was another one that I had privilege to run laps with. When I first met him and his dad, he was out for hot laps. His dad had waited till nobody else was on the track and then told him to get on the track. And I put my car out there, and I came up on him, and he immediately, I heard his dad tell him, like, get out of his way, and he went right up to the top, and I was like, no, don't do that, don't do that. I want you to, like, just keep going, and when I get by you, try to follow me. And then talk to him a little bit and everything, and that kid took the things I said, went out there, he went into the turn slowly, he was able to drive his car, and to watch him now, it's pretty astonishing to watch him. It's pretty astonishing to watch any of these kids, like, do things that we can't do.
Yeah. It's amazing how quick some kids just are instantly good at it.
Pick it up.
Yeah. And they're on a gear wheel.
Yeah. I mean, you woke up and give this grown adult a controller, and he's just all over the place. You give that kid the controller that's 8 years old, and like 4 laps, he's like, oh crap, he's a natural.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. So what are you guys' next appearance in a race up this way?
Oh, up that way.
I've never been up that way.
Yeah, you have.
Are any of you going to be able to make it to Full Throttle's hangover?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe me at the hangover.
I don't know.
Okay.
When is that? That's right.
That's,
January 1st,
January
right?
1st.
Well, it was the day after New Year's.
Yep.
Now it's like a week later, I think, right?
No, is it?
I thought this
No
year
way.
it was a week later. I could be wrong, but I was like, uh-oh, they moved it back a week?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be traveling out there about that time, but
And I'm going to be up there that time.
It's a thought, because I haven't really thought about that far in advance. I think week to week. I got 2 weeks planned out. That's about it.
Okay, so the hangover is January 6th and January 7th.
I thought so, yeah. That kind of messes me up a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Um,
I'm just discovering that too.
Skunk Boss says he heard it's a 2-day race now.
Oh.
Skunk Boss says he'll be there.
I'm almost, if I remember correctly, I think we're qualifying on one day and then racing the mains on the next.
That leaves me out.
I'm also out because I go back to work that.
Yeah, 2-day race. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with it being 2 days, and that far after New Year's, everybody's just had off and they got to get back to work.
I've been off for 2 weeks at that point.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and look at it because I mean, not that I love going to the hangover. It is by far the biggest race up here as far as dirt oval goes.
Yeah.
And just the amount of people, there's a lot of people. That's the only time I get to see them is there. But I was able to run Foxtrot this summer, which I got to see a lot of those guys and stuff. I like pockets of people. You know what I mean? From all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always up for a large group.
One of those things I told Kyle, since Kyle's off all summer, is we should do an East Coast tour.
Yeah, you
Go
guys
north.
have fun.
Go north and then we'll go south. Go north 1 week, a couple weeks later go south. Kyle's
I can
is like,
definitely keep you up on what races are going to be going on, because sometimes there's races Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the summertime.
yeah, because that would be cool. You know, just start heading north, like on a Thursday night or something. Hit a race somewhere, then hit something on a Friday, then go someplace on a Saturday, Sunday. Do a Kurt Nichols.
Yeah, I was
Do a
just
whole
gonna
speed
say
week.
we gotta get Kurt to let us know next time he's going up to Underground.
Yeah.
I will say I really miss doing that with Ron. We used to travel around I think one time we hit 4 tracks in a weekend.
Yeah.
You know, that was a lot of fun going from track to track to track and just meeting all kinds of new people and stuff. I guarantee Kurt has a lot of fun doing it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Kyle's doing some math here. So.
for a while, me and Aaron were going 5 races in 7 days for like a month straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can race every day down here.
We, for some ungodly reason, we had the idea of running Tuesday at Pheasantland, Wednesday up at White Rose, Thursday at Ultimate, back to Pheasantland on Friday. He would either go all road racing on Saturday, or I'd take off Saturday and go up to Grandview to watch racing, and then Sunday either RJ's or Ultimate.
Well, you gotta think. Last week, I raced Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We had something else to do Saturday, and then I usually take a day off.
Well, we had a banquet, Ultimate
Right,
Racing
right,
banquet on
right.
Saturday.
But you could
But
race.
you
every
could have
day.
raced. We could have raced
Yep.
Saturday and Sunday too, because there was
Yep.
just so much racing going on.
Yeah.
And Saturday is just like you had your pick a place. You could have went up to you guys in New York and did the underground,
Yeah,
or you could have stayed
997
local, or
997.
go out to 997 a little bit, 2 hours, and you could have stayed here at Park Lane, go out to Park Lane, or you could have went up to RJ's.
Thank
And
goodness
then-
I work.
Yeah, and that Sunday you could have went up to RJ's for carpet. And there's just so many tracks around here. I mean, it's just
Yeah, the factory
this,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
factory.
factory.
That's right. And last year at this time, it's like you had maybe 2 tracks or so to run that were kind of within local distance, but now it's just
We are
You-
in the
you
heart
have-
of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That we
There
are.
are plenty of places to race around here. So
Yeah, see, here we have basically 3. We have, that I know of, 4. We have Radio Hill, which is way up in,
Vermont.
I believe it's Dundee, New York. I think that's what it's called. Then you have Underground, then you have Small Addiction, and then you have Full Throttle.
So for a 2-hour ratings for us, we have Pheasantland, Ultimate, RJ's, the Factory, First Capital,
White Rose,
White Rose. That's just for
997.
that's for oval. And then you have
Soltz RC.
Salts. Yep.
Yeah.
Rushland is Rushland.
Yes.
Rushland.
Yes.
Rushland.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have 8 tracks. That's
Hoagland,
wow. You're
Just
so
Hoagland.
Yeah, Hoagland.
Jackson.
Yeah. So we got.
We don't even.
What about Mount
Yeah,
Cobb? How
yeah.
far away is that?
No,
That's
no.
not that far.
Yeah, we got we have
How many-
literally 10 tracks.
Pheasantland Indoor, Pheasantland Outdoor,
Yeah.
Pheasantland Big Track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to make it to that indoor track at Pheasantland.
And,
Well,
well, speaking of that, we have a big race coming up, don't we, Mark?
yes,
Mark?
we do. And one that anybody can come to and maybe qualify.
What if you bring your own BLT motor?
That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
So
And the other one is Ultimate RC. That is another one I want to make it to. And the stand. I was going to go there last year, but
Yeah, I
things
wanna go to
just
the
fell
stand.
through.
What we need to do is go out with Donnie and just we'll do a week long of racing with him.
So Donnie,
Traveling all over.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask
That would
you.
be awesome.
that would be fun.
Go ahead, Mark.
I wanted to ask you. You had said on Facebook that you were going to start doing a weekly show.
Yeah.
Are you still thinking about that?
Okay, so my plan was to just do it with my phone and just do like some Facebook lives and stuff.
That's
but,
what we do.
I got talking
That's what we
to
did.
some other people, and if things happen, it could be along the lines of like a podcast. But I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I mean, just do what you want to do with what you got, and just do it and see what happens. I mean, don't let the talk of like, well, you need this, you need that to get yourself going. Just go out there and do it. Don't let the technology stop you. I mean, you got more than enough with the phone in your pocket that
Yes.
you can get away with it.
Al, we started out in my garage, your phone, my phone, on TikTok
Yeah.
and
the shop
Facebook.
with the shop light.
Yeah.
A shop light.
Yeah.
Like,
A ladder for a
yeah,
for a ladder to
a
hold
ladder
the
for a
phone.
tripod.
Yeah, just pick a night when you're free and
Not Monday.
you
not Monday.
When
Not Tuesday, right? Because you're
Not
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Not
No.
Wednesday. He's Wednesday. So any other
pick
day.
a night when you're when you're free, you got free time, and you just want to sit there and talk and just maybe Garrett Williamson, he was on just before we went live too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just maybe even just do it randomly, like, hey, I got something I want to talk about today, and just hop on. I mean,
I just
Facebook's.
thought about it. I mean, I do have a lot of topics I'd love to talk about because it's just things that are said at the racetrack anyways. It's
Yeah.
not like
Mhm.
I'd be saying something that nobody was like, oh, I wasn't aware of that. No, you were aware of that. Everybody's aware of stuff. But I do see that with the Mud Boss, it seems like that class, the Mud Boss, that modified body is really what it is, has brought it. Like, I'm not an RC guy. Like, I don't know anything. Like, you give me a sprint car and I'm giving it right back to you. So I don't want to know about the electronics. I don't want to know. That's a lot. But I feel like with the, like I said, the Mud Boss classes, there's a different kind of racer that came over. Like, I came from, like, I grew up around race cars. I've been around, I used to draw them. I know, when the first time I seen a Mud Boss, I was like, yeah, I'm racing that.
You want to race a
And
dirt
it's
modified,
So
and that's
right, but it was on
right.
it was on carpet, and I was like, I'm not really into this. And the first track, which it was Crystal Valley, was the first track that I ever went to on dirt, and I was like, I'm never racing on carpet again. And nothing against carpet, it's just
There's a lot
It's
of
not
guys who
dirt.
just don't do carpet. They don't like asphalt. They just want to do
So,
dirt. That's why they got into it.
what I see that as is it's different region. You're up there in New York, right?
yeah.
So,
Syracuse.
In New York, it's not sprint car country. It is modified country. For us,
Big block, yeah.
we get a lot more sprint cars because we are sprint car country.
Yeah,
Almost.
I mean, Salvador,
We have a lot of modifieds too around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just past the
We have a
Susquehanna.
huge- He said that the Northeast is like, we have a big following of this class.
Oh yeah.
Because they're based off the Northeast dirt modified.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, someone like me that actually went there and watched these cars and been around them to have a smaller version of it. It's,
Well, what Salvas did was smart. He took the most common RC car out there, turned it into a dirt oval race car that's super simple for people to operate. I mean, if you had to get into this, and I talked to a few people a few years before, like, the Mud Boss really came out, you're putting out $1,000. You're buying something like this, converting it into some kind of oval car, and you're spending a lot of money. And the expertise and level that it takes to set this up versus setting this up, they're on two different planes of existence. I mean, this has more adjustments than you know what to do with. This keeps it relatively simple, and it keeps it low cost. I mean,
So-
if you had $500 and you wanted to go racing, soup to nuts, you could buy a Mud Boss and be out there and have it set up and ready to go and have a competitive car.
So Donnie, we don't want to
Yeah, definitely.
we don't want to take up all your time here tonight. So, is there anybody you want to shout out for the gathering and anything for next year?
Definitely. The first one, I mean, would be Dave Peak, Full Throttle, the whole staff there. I mean, Dave has been very supportive of this race and the connection between, you know, winning our race and going to Full Throttle. Chad Jacobson, he's not only, you know, maintaining the track at Underground, he's just a wealth of knowledge, and he's so nice. I mean, he really is a great guy. Just everybody that keeps this sport interesting, I guess. And I call it a sport. I don't care what anybody else
Oh,
says.
it's definitely a sport.
I watch people come into the mall and watch us go around in a circle, and they think that they're just going to buy a car and do it. And it's like, come on over here and use mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose mine before you spend any money because you're gonna see that this is not what you think it is.
Yep. So,
But I really appreciate you guys having me come on.
thank you for coming on.
No problem. Anytime.
I think-
Anytime. I love talking shop. I love talking RC. I just like the atmosphere sometimes.
Mhm.
After holding the race, it's a different kind of stress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes you want to just kind of back off it for a minute and just remember why you're doing it.
Yep. Trust me, we know. We've had like, what, 3, 4 events now?
Something like 4 or 5,
Yeah.
I think so.
But I'm really into this cross promotion thing too. I mean I think the more that tracks work together, I think in the long run you're going to see that it's going to be beneficial for everybody. even the
100%.
drivers.
Yes.
You know, because at the end of the day, it's really the drivers that make the show. And I kind of said that at our drivers meeting, how, you know, the racers of that day are the ones that really decide whether it's going to be a good day or a bad day.
Yep.
And once they're all on the same page and everybody's actually racing and they're marshaling and they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing, it makes for a very fun day at the races.
Well, Donnie, thank you for coming on.
I think we have to request one more thing from him.
What's that?
We need to see him this year.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
see you.
We gotta have him come
Oh,
down to
yeah.
Pheasant Land.
Or we go race with him.
Well, that too.
What
but
about
hey,
that?
Hey, hey,
No, they travel. They always want us to travel to them. They travel to us.
We went to them already. They have to come down to us, and then we'll go back to
I
them.
wanna-
Okay.
Like I said, Ultimate RC or Pheasant Land, one of those. If not, if I
Okay.
could hit both of them in a weekend, that would
Yeah.
be the greatest.
If you can come down here for a few days, we'll go hit a whole bunch of tracks.
That sounds like a plan. I'll definitely reach out to you and we'll make something of that.
Sounds
Alright.
good. See you, Donnie.
That works.
Maybe,
Thank you, Donnie.
Maybe we'll record it so everybody can see our adventure.
That'd be
There
good.
you go.
See you, Vaz.
All right, buddy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, thanks.
That was Donnie.
All right, that was Donnie
So-
Dana.
So,
You-
guys, what we want to let you know, we're going to finish up a few other topics. But after that, we're going to keep the show going. And we're having a showdown with this guy.
Bum, bum,
That's right. We
bum.
got something going on here tonight. So,
Yeah, so just don't expect, we're going overtime tonight.
we're in the middle of a point battle right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Is
are.
it a point battle or was that just an exhibition race?
That was
the other
race
night?
number
My
one.
turn.
That was race number
That
one?
was race number one, and Brandon,
Who's got a pee right now?
Yeah.
what do we call him, Brandon? I forget.
Interstate.
Extension.
Extension.
Extension. Brandon the Extension
Lot
takes race
lizard.
number one. And Kyle was so focused, laser focused, after I watched the video, that I think maybe Kyle has something for Brandon tonight. I don't know.
I was second to the last
I'm gonna
one.
give you the ball, I think.
I was second last time.
But I get the race tonight. Finally, not behind the camera tonight.
Why do I get the wall?
Because you did hit the wall a lot in the video.
So
You the first one to
know,
go backwards.
People
That was
don't know what we're talking about here.
They don't.
Right?
They don't care. They're
right,
just
well,
like, whatever. You're going to do something. It's going to be stupid.
We did an FPV race here Friday night, and actually it was really cool until all the batteries died at one time. And we had
Yeah.
pandemonium going on, so we had to take a break, charge the batteries back up, and we did finish out the race. So we're going to have a shootout here, I guess.
We
huh?
are.
But-
But before
Alright.
we do that,
Mike Woods wants to hear some information about this big race you're having.
About the, is that what they want to hear about?
The BLTs.
Okay, so we're going to have the a BL2-2S a Mud Boss race here at Pheasant Land, January 20th, I think the date is.
Okay.
I don't know. You have to look.
you should know that one.
Well, not offhand.
I'll look.
I have it posted on the Facebook, and I was
he
thinking
refers
about.
to everything he needs to know on his phone, and he doesn't
Yeah.
have it right now.
So I was thinking about doing handout motors and handout tires. Well, handout motors is going to end up being a lot of money.
That's gonna bankrupt.
And it's going to take a long time
Yeah.
to get them too, isn't it?
And I'm thinking, you know what? It's probably not really worth it to go through all that trouble because guys are making the changeover already. All
Yeah.
the tracks in the area are
Yeah.
saying, guess what? You're going to need that motor come springtime.
Yep.
So, and they're saying that it's kind of tamper proof. So we're going to stick with you guys got to get your own motor.
The schedule says December 10th.
I got a car.
December 10th?
Yeah.
December 10th.
No, January 10th.
Well, she has it as indoor oval money race, doors open, racing edge.
That's a different race.
Yeah, it's January 10th.
Oh, okay.
It's like January 20th, I think. That's what it
race
is.
Kyle.
January.
I don't know where you posted it. Did you post it on your page?
But anyway, you guys will need to have your own motor in the car, but I am going to supply the tires.
What are
Not
the
to
tires gonna
everybody.
be?
Huh?
What the tire's going to be?
So let's say you show up and you want to run this race.
Okay.
Number one, anybody can run this race. You don't have to be a master here. Because what's going to happen is there's going to be 8 to 10 sets of tires sitting on a table that are going to be numbered. You're going to go up, you're going to put those tires on your car.
Are they
go out.
stalkers?
Going to be stockers, Kumos. I am going to use a Kumo regular, nothing special. So if you want to start practicing
Stock
on regular
Kumos.
tires,
Stock
stock
hard
Kumos.
Kumos.
Right
Stock
there.
hard Kumos right
Yes.
here.
What's on that car
What's
besides
on
that
that
tire?
But cover the
Yeah, and we found out, with the testing that me and Kyle have done even, that BL2 motor in the car, stock Kumo tires,
Stock gear.
stock gear,
8622.
8622. I forget what the gear is, but that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
But no RPM parts besides the bumper.
Right?
So Salvus rules all
Salvus
all
rules.
together.
So Salvus Rule guys can come here
Yep.
and
And go
set up their
throw
car
a
and take a
BL2.
shot at the win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye,
And
Marty.
So you're going to go up to the table. You're going to grab your tires, put your tires on. You're going to run your heat race. After the heat race, take the tires off, go back to your table. Those tires will never leave the table.
You can't put sauce on the tires for the
No.
race. You can do anything you want to your tires ahead of time though.
No.
No?
No.
No.
How do you know he never put sauce on those tires?
Because you gotta put the tires on before you go out.
Yeah.
So what
Come
he's
up to the
saying
tech
is,
table.
you're gonna.
battery,
I will
and
bring
tires.
this car up with no tires on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I come up to this tech table. He goes, here's your tire. Here's your tire. You put these on. I go out. I run my heat race. I come back out. I take that tire right off. And I put them right there.
Yep.
All right.
So because we were going to be switching tires, I felt switching motors and all that's going to be too
Take
much
forever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to take forever, so we're just going to stick with switching tires. But it will be all BL2S, BL-2S motor
50C
combos,
batteries.
50C batteries, Mud Boss rules, and you don't have to run a single lap here. Everybody's going to be in the same shoes.
Yes. Just think if you want to come out here for this,
Mike
get your
Woods
car low
wants a
and
setup.
heavyweight oil.
Huh?
Mike Woods asked if you can give him a shock setup.
Sure.
One hole, one
Put
hole,
oil,
one
put
hole.
oil in the right.
Nothing in
Yeah.
there. 100, 100, 100. 0.8. I believe that's 0.7 or 0.6. This is 0.6 and then 0.75.
That sounds right.
There you go.
I mean, I'm a little slower than Kyle right now, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, but
I got
that'll
one
get you in
question
the
though for
ballpark.
you
Yeah.
about
So
the tires.
replay that.
Yeah.
Are you able to clean them?
No.
No cleaning at
You
all.
can't do anything because everybody's going to be in the same shoes.
Except for the first guy who goes out with clean tires.
Yeah, right.
Well, the first 8 guys are going to go out with clean tires. So this is a win you're in. So you're going to draw for your position at every time before you go out on the track. So your heat, you draw for your position. Go out on the track. The guy who wins is automatically in the A main. And then we go through all the other heats, which could be quite a few. We've done this before. B main guys, they will make it into the A main.
So only the heat winner will go in. So it's just a matter of you're going to split it up so that it's only one person per round. So you're going to try to have six rounds of qualifying,
Yeah, we'll figure on. Well, hopefully we'll get that many cars. So we have 6
Right.
rounds.
and then 2
Of
from the
heats.
B main.
Well, I mean 6 heats.
Wait, are we going to run 8 or 10?
Well, it depends on how many people are here.
Okay, but I mean in the A main, would you
Yeah.
run up to 10 cars, or is it going to be stuck at 8?
I don't think we'll have that many guys. When I did this
Okay.
back in Birdsboro, I think we had 4 heats. We ended up with 2 B mains, and
2 B mains?
yeah, and we had a buyout. So
What's a 2 B main thing? Like you what?
Two B mains.
well,
So
it's
you're
just
going
the
to
way it
split them
worked
up
out.
instead of like it's so you're
Yeah.
going to put like let's say 6 drivers in one B main, 6 drivers in the other, and you're going to take 1 from each one.
And aluminum bell cranks. Was the
Yeah,
only thing we
aluminum
could
bell
change.
crank, yeah.
And no, you could not run an LCG chassis.
No,
No.
no LCG.
No, it's going to be a stock Mud Boss setup type
Yeah.
deal. But the win you're in, the whole thing's about is just you got to win to get in, and then once you're qualified and you're in, I do a little gambler's deal where you
No.
can opt out of the A main, start last in the B main, because there will be some payout for the B main. So you can come,
So if you win the B main and then win the A main, you're getting a real good payout.
get a nice payout. We had that
Kyle's
happen
gonna do that.
before, but nobody opted out of their A main starting spot because the competition was just too stiff.
Wow.
Now, and the last time I did this, we
Stiff.
impounded the
It
cars.
doesn't firm.
We impounded the cars after the heat, so you couldn't even touch your car. It went out on a feature the way it was impounded.
Are you gonna allow RPM A-arms?
No.
No.
No,
No, it's all stock
no,
tracks
it's
and
stock
Salvas.
Mud Boss
Go by
rules.
Salvas rules.
Salvas rules, but it will be allowed
Aluminum belt crank and
clone
that's
bodies.
it,
Yeah.
Clone
So-
bodies, J bodies,
Use
stuff like
J
that.
body, GT body, doesn't have to be a
Yep.
Salvas
I'll
body.
put up the money, but Bloodline RC will donate $40.
Nice.
If anybody can go from B main and win the A.
Last in the B main.
Yep.
Why you add it to the B main?
Yep.
You're gonna add it to the B main, yeah, because the B main guy got to go to the A main, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be
Does
cool.
that-
$40
does that-
bucks.
does that person have to start last in the A main too? I think so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
you're making the B
Last
main.
in the B
bumping up.
main, and last in the A main.
Well, no. When you make it into the A main, you draw. So every race you draw,
We could
except
always
for
put
the
them where they
gambler's
wanna
race.
go.
You know, the gambler choice.
That's what we're thinking. The gambler choice.
Well, you opt out of your A main start
So,
last in the B.
what he's
to try
saying
to
is, okay,
make big bucks.
just say he starts 10 cars,
Yeah.
right? I qualified through the B main.
Yeah.
I have a chance for pole to pole.
Mhm.
What'd you say? Because the
Yeah.
whole feature redraws. You're
But who
saying.
are we giving the $40 to?
I'd say the B main winner.
The B main
B-main
winner?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
cool because
So
it's
if you
going to
win
be
the
more than
B-main-
that. I mean, I'm figuring on putting up at least $100 myself to the B main winner because we had like $160 to win the B main at Birdsboro.
Wow.
Yeah, so guys were really tempted to jump out of that A main start to pick up 160 plus another. I think we had 200 to win.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, and Matt Miller made out pretty good. So did his brother. Those guys made out pretty good during that, and the guys had a great time battling for that B main win.
So that'd be cool.
So, you know.
Well,
And we're gonna have other classes, but the win you're in is gonna be based
that's the
really
big,
on the
that's
stock
the class.
That's
So,
it.
you know, if you bring our normal weekly night classes, we'll run those too. So you bring
Not
a
all of
12T
them.
Sportsman?
Not all.
No?
No, because we want to
Focus on that?
have a big race is what we want to have. And since we're
So
paying out
it'll be similar to how the gathering was just set up. They only ran 3 classes.
it kind of was because I seen that it was
No
like
novice.
the winner moves.
They're all together.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
There's
guess
not-
I have to build a stock car and run this had fun at Bird Barrel, says Brett Hollinger.
Yeah, Brett, Brett knows all about the win you're in, and we had a great time. He was one of the guys that made it in the main.
well, Brett, your new motor's right here. Should I have them hold it?
Brett, it's
Or
right
right here.
up,
Or right here?
right up your alley, Brett.
I mean, there are 3 of you. You're going to need 3 of these. So
BL2 motor and stock tires, Brett.
we can put your names on them.
So it is 9 o'clock. Do you want to get to our race?
Yeah,
Wait.
we need to get rolling here with this.
We got one more important thing.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
It's November 13th today. You know what that means?
No.
You got it right. It's the old man's birthday, so happy birthday
Oh,
to my
hey,
dad.
we do
Oh,
have one more.
79,
Birthday to-
79 years old.
We do have one more.
Kyosho Superstock.
We do have one more.
What you got?
Keep Mike Merkel on your thoughts because he
Yes.
did just come out of heart surgery
Yeah.
today.
Yep.
Did.
Yeah.
He is in recovery.
Yes.
That's good.
Sending all my thoughts there. to
A
Mike.
week in the hospital.
$100, Mike Woods. $100 for the BL2 motors.
Yep.
For the kid.
Yeah, see, hey, you
System.
guys can come race Pheasant Land right now because the class is already started.
Yeah.
We'll be
So
there
you
tomorrow.
can come here, practice on those Kumos to get ready for this race if you want.
And the best thing is just using those stock tires. It makes your life so much easier.
It
here.
really does.
Yes.
So the rule they have here is BL2 motor,
8622.
8622, Salvas rules,
Stock tires.
stock tire, no,
Yep.
you can't
The only
put different
exception-
inserts or nothing.
Yep. The only exception, aluminum belt crank.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, aluminum belt crank. So if you guys want to come from elsewhere to race here, you can now.
Right,
Before you
that car right there, which that's
It's
what
completely
what's
legal.
I'm running is a legal car.
Now,
Yep.
did you use any tire compound? No, I haven't
These tires, the only thing that's
Yep.
different is that is a soft tire.
Yep.
Is a softer tire because I didn't have a complete set of brand new ones because my dad used one of my tires. All the 3 other tires came off a brand new slash that I had.
Let's show these people if they're interested in coming out what this car looks like.
Well, guys who ran here before don't realize that you don't need prep anymore here.
No, no.
That
Yes,
Correct.
flown bodies are legal.
Yep. Here's a
J
new
body,
BL2.
GT body, anything
DSC.
that looks like a Salvas.
It's huge. New motor. I mean, there is nothing really trick or fancy to this car. It's pretty basic, but it's fast as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. I mean, Kyle's getting around here right now.
So, yep.
And
So there
how
you go.
cool is that motor,
Screenshot
Kyle?
that so
Oh,
you can set it
so
up.
You get no heat
after
out of
50
that motor.
laps,
So nice.
it's like you just put the dang thing in.
Yeah.
And you don't even have a metal bow crank. You still have the stock.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
I'm running stock too.
Yep.
I took that out I put the metal one out for White Rose, and I'm like, well, till it breaks, I ain't putting a new one in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys.
Yep.
There ain't nothing trick to it. Just
No
bring
more
out
funny
your.
business. It's back to as
Bring
back
her
as
out.
possible. Pretty awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Piece of advice though, you're thinking slam it, don't slam it that hard. Because
Yeah.
it's not that good.
It's never going to slam it that hard.
No.
It hurts.
It is for
Unless
you, not for
walk in
her.
and get the stuff you need first.
All right. So, Aaron, are you gonna play with camera to turn that around and get that all?
No,
figured?
maybe we'll just slide the table out of the way. Huh?
We can do that.
They could do
That'd
that.
probably be the easiest way. No, we ain't got to move the camera.
I think we just turn the camera right around.
I think we should just turn the camera right
You
around.
think the lights can be good enough though? Because the light's really good here.
We can move that table
I can
up
turn
there
those
just a
lights
little
on,
bit
too.
better. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
We
we'll
got
figure it
light
out.
switch.
All right.
We're amateurs tonight.
All right.
I don't know how we're gonna counter laps, but
That's
Good
true.
luck.
But
oh well.
I'll be leading, so I'll just count.
Yeah, I'll be
every time I go
leading.
across
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
Wait, we're racing with Klaus.
I'm racking them.
I say we just slide the table out and slide the new one in.
Sure.
All right, let's do that.
Whatever, Mark. Gotta be difficult.
Grab your
Well,
phone.
The chairs are here. Everything's here.
I'm moving everything else.
Hey, this is my car. Because it's got the number 1 on it.
No, we gotta switch up cars.
That is your car.
This is
So
my
hang
car.
in there. We got an FPV race coming here tonight. This is race number 2 of the FPV race series. 2 of 4 are supposed to be. We'll see what happens after tonight.
Guys, just to give you a little tease. Here's what we got.
Whoa. Hey, your phone's there, bud.
I noticed that.
Oh, don't disconnect. Whoa. Okay,
You're making them sick.
here we go. Come on, Brandon.
Oh.
I did this on my spare time, by the way.
What's spare time?
Right there.
What, you're a professional racetrack builder, aren't you?
Yes.
I felt super close to Kyle there for a second.
That seems sexy.
Listen, that's a fancy track.
It is very fancy.
We're gonna.
All right.
Oh, so I have a great idea.
What?
Folks at home, you follow along and tell us who wins.
Hey,
I think that's a little.
There's gonna be a delay.
here we go. By the way, I did build this on my spare time. In case anybody's wondering.
I don't think they were. It comes with the FPV
Somebody's gonna
FMS
walk in with
kit.
the trophy. And
Wait, it's a 4-race series.
Only right is
don't worry, I got a trophy for every part of this.
Well, in that case, I didn't get a trophy last time.
You can have that, but I got another one for you. Somebody,
It's a paperclip.
somebody
Yeah.
gets to pull the poppers tonight.
Boom! Again.
Look
Brandon.
at Kyle, his face just lit up. He's like, I'm gonna pull them poppers.
This is Pheasantland, also known as Martinsville Speedway.
Yes.
This is Oval. This is Ovalville Speedway.
I guess we'll take.
All right, I'm gonna let you
3
guys pick your cars here.
I'm going with old trusty.
They are all set the same way, by the way. I did check that when I got here tonight.
I'll take 2 again.
Now, if you notice, Brandon ran the Ross Chastain groove while you guys were trying to run the low groove.